Hey Tauruses, it's your girl Nicole from Sunshine Tarot. I am so happy that you're here with me. I want to thank you guys for coming in second with the highest purchases, the VIP purchases for the extended videos. Thank you very much, very much. You guys purchased videos throughout the month. The air signs came in hard and then they left. It's like they just purchased for 2 to 3 days. But so let's see what's going on with you. By the way, if you want a reading, you can contact me at librawoman77@yahoo.com. Okay, what do we have here? What do we have here? Well, we have some brilliant new ideas and inspirations. Yeah, you've come up with some great plan that is going to better your family situation and stabilize you more. I see family around you or your family of choice. But yeah, so you could potentially be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarian, or you were, and you had to make some pretty tough decisions. You know, the Ace of Swords, your gut instinct tells you about someone and you knew that maybe you shouldn't have gone in that direction, but you did. And so there was some cutting out that needed to be done, and it was just awful. It was just simply awful. But it opened up the doors for some prosperity for you because it led you to today, which is you have some really great ideas, some great inspiration to do something that is going to further the stability of your family, okay? Now, maybe one of the problems that you had with this Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini was that they weren't family-minded, Perhaps the situation was that they just were into one-night stands, or maybe they wanted a commitment from you, but, maybe you already had a family, so they cut you out of their lives. But either way, it brought you to a place where you have some brilliant-ass business ideas, okay? Hallelujah! So you're thinking about either starting your own business, or you've just been working really hard and you're looking out into the horizons, waiting for your ships to come in. And the Three of Wands is there. And, some readers interpret that as, this is your congratulations card. But I don't see how they're saying that with it just being a 3. Congratulations card to me is a 4 or fire. But anyway, I see the Three of Wands basically talks about success. You're heading in some type of initial successful idea. But they said that you need to maybe think with the long term in mind. I do see patience because I feel that this new business, this new job, this new venture that you want to move into, I feel that the progress is going to be steady and slow, just like you like it. So don't be afraid when, you put yourself out there. Maybe you put a lot of resumes out there because you're ready to change jobs and, because you got this great idea. I don't know. You know what? Maybe I would be really good at human resources, or maybe I would, and whatever the case is that you put yourself out there, I do feel like a positive progression is emerging. I see initial goals being realized, so maybe some of you have already been called in for an interview, or you will be getting called in for interviews. Yeah, because this is crowning the entire month. What's crowning your month is abundance. Not congratulations, though, but because it might be up and down. But yeah, I see initial goals being realized, but there's a lot of more work that needs to be done. So basically, for the rest of the month, I feel and I feel progress and success, progress, but slowly. Okay? I see some real good planning on your behalf too, because it leads you to the wonderful 10 of coins. So whatever this new job is, Taurus, that you want to go towards, yeah, it looks like you need to do that. You need to do that because the 10 of coins comes in as an influence in your future. Hold on, what is happening? Okay, sorry about that. I needed some water. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I love the 10 of coins, honey, because it's talking about abundance and financial security are at hand. I see a foundation for success, and I see freedom. You're going to feel a sense of freedom. I do see material comforts. I see accomplishments. I do see your family being strong and successful and secure. I do see peaceful, harmonious family connections. I see you drawing a lot of comfort and support from those around you. And I feel like throughout this month, especially the third week, you're going to start feeling really blessed. So this is something that's happening in the near future. And some of you could be involved with someone. I do see that the 10 of coins talks about family life. Okay, so Taurians, excuse me. So it looks like there are some, you're coming in this month as the Justice card. So some of you could be attorneys, you could work in the law. There are some legal issues that perhaps you need to contend with that has to do with someone that you know. Maybe a significant portion of you has a Libra on your mind, and one that you're having a hard time with walking away from, you know, like it's in your heart, but you've moved on, but they're still in your heart. And others of you are involved with an air sign, a Gemini, a Aquarius, or a Libra. And I see that this person is really going to help raise you up higher some way, somehow. As far as your work is concerned, I feel like they're going to be a really strong support for you as far as work is concerned, as far as employment is concerned, as far as brilliant ideas. In fact, some idea that you're doing now could have in fact come from the Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So I also see some of you may have to get an attorney. There might be some legal concerns. Some of you are thinking about marrying this person that you're with. Like it's a thought, but you have to get a divorce first. Some of you are trying to move forward, but there's still somebody from the past that you haven't let go of yet. But you're really trying. You're trying to move forward. You're having a hard time with moving forward, and maybe somebody else is having a hard time with moving forward. Also, you may be engaging in some type of concert event where you have to create some legal documents, pay, or something like that. Perhaps you're responsible for putting some type of event together, and you're responsible for that, planning the things where you have to sign stuff and be liable. So some of you might be getting some liability insurance for a new business. Whatever the case is, you guys are going to be signing some documents and dealing with the law. Okay? When I say law, some of you could be attorneys. Some of you could be getting ready to try a case. And it looks like you're going to be fascinating to watch. Because the Magician has an audience. And this is my broadcaster card. because it's ruled by Mercury, the planet of Gemini and Virgo. So some of you are most definitely going to be in the public's eye. So you could be an attorney, you could be doing something professionally in which you have to run something, like a whole bunch of people are watching you. This could, you could be a newscaster. This is, if you are a broadcaster and you've been sending your tapes out, maybe to different companies, you are most definitely going to get that broadcasting job. Yeah, that's a definite yes right there, because they're going to sign. This is a new job too, but usually some type of broadcasting. Or standing in front of people. So if you're an attorney and you're going to be trying a case, very successful. You're going to be very successful with this case. And the Magician, also, since it's ruled by Mercury, it can represent a Virgo, and it can represent a Gemini. So perhaps a Virgo is really helping you with these new business ideas, or some way, somehow, maybe your antagonism, or maybe they're antagonistic to you, and that is propelling you forward to make shit happen. And also Mercury is ruled by Gemini, so this could represent a Gemini that is helping you. Yeah, definitely, definitely. The King of Swords and the Magician together, yeah, could represent that. So now, what I see with the Magician is that it represents potential, right? So a lot of things has to continue to be done right. It represents, you have the ability, you have the resources and the ability to manifest this brilliant idea that we started off with. And life is going to seem kind of magical for some of you. But the clarifier is the moon. So there's some secrets that maybe you don't know. There may be some jealousy too. I think that you need to anticipate that. I don't think that you anticipated that, but it's going to be real thick. And, people are really not going to like your progress, and you're going to be able to feel the envy. And I know that maybe some of you have had experiences like that before, but it's going to be, I know that you guys have had experiences like that before, but it's going to be an experience that you will never forget. And you just maybe weren't prepared for it. And I know that some people are like, oh yes, people are going to envy me, but it doesn't feel good when the person who envies you is the person that you love. You don't want to be competitive with the person that's supposed to be your partner. Also, it looks like some of you are involved in polyamory relationships where there is a permanent relationship, and then there are others. And it looks like that is how it's going to be. For some of you, with these two majors clarifying it. Oh, I didn't bring it up there, huh? Okay, maybe I'll just bring this back down here like that. The two clarifying cards are the Hangman and the Magician again. So this is a, back in the day, the Magician used to be a medieval fairground hustler, a smooth talker, So, and this smooth talker has a lot of options. They talk to a fire sign, a water sign, maybe they're talking to an air sign, an earth sign. It's just, this is how it's going to be. And it looks like for some couples, that's fine because both parties are like that. But it looks like this is how the relationship is going to be for, the month of October. But it seems like that's this is the major relationship. So there's one relationship that they're not going to let go of. And then there's other relationships that they're not going to let go of. They're not going to let go of either relationship. They're not going to let go of you, Taurus, or this could be you. They're not going to let go of you, and they're not going to let go of the others. So some of you are with partners who have side chicks or side people, And yeah, it actually looks like the way that it's done, that it just may work for you. Like you may say, no, no, I don't want that. But some of you may get addicted just to the thrill of trying to catch this person. And you may feel like, yeah, but some of you really love the person that you're with, but it appears that for some of you, there is a woman on the scene who is coming in as the Queen of Wands reverse. Okay. So this is the Page of Cups, which talks about offers of love, but it's on top of the Hangman. So a person is giving you love, and on top of the Magician was the Devil. So you may become kind of like addicted to this situation, because I do feel like you have the potential of loving this person, but she's here and she's going to be here. This is not for everybody, but the Queen of Wands is a fire sign, potentially a Gemini, no, excuse me, sorry, a Sagittarius, a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. But I see that there's a possibility that she may not be available because he doesn't leave the primary relationship. Let me see why. Hold on. Let me clarify this. So let me see the primary relationship. Well, I don't know. They just can't seem to make it work. And so it looks like, you know, the primary relationship, it works to a certain extent, you know, it works. But the Ace of Coins talks about not being in love with somebody. But I don't necessarily feel like they're in love over there either. In fact, that's pretty bad. They've lost hope in that situation. But even though they've lost hope in the situation is around nevertheless. However, you just may be okay with that because, like I said, you can have the opportunity of trying to, you know, win. And I see you finding a very, very peaceful balance, okay? It's going to make you feel a little lost at first, and then you're just not going to know how to combat it. But you're getting stronger and you're going to balance everything out, okay? Now, as far as broadcasting is concerned or work is concerned, for those of you, I just went off on a tangent, right? I see that you're going to have the ability to get the resources that you need to accomplish whatever it is that you want. And I see money coming to you, and I see this month stabilizing you. All right, Tauruses. If you want a reading, you can contact me at LibraWoman77@yahoo.com.